Can you believe it's the last episode? It's been so much fun to put together this show every single week.
I know, it really has been fun. I don't want it to end. So since this is the final week, we're interviewing all the producers and all the behind-the-scenes people who work hard on this show every day.
And for the last time, let's play that intro again. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 91st Street Live. I'm your host, Caleb.
And I'm Cass.
And today we're going to be showcasing the TV classes, bringing you 91st Street Live. And JT is going to be doing some karate on After the Bell.
And now we're going to an interview with the producer of Hot Topics, Brooklyn Crins.
In honor of the last episode, we have an interview with Brooklyn Crins, the woman inside with the entertainment world. Brooklyn, thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
So tell me, exactly what is your job for 91st Street Live?
Well, I'm the producer for Hot Topics, so basically every week I go online, see what's happening, I see all the movies that are coming out, and I basically put it all together for you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So what's it been like to be the producer for Hot Topics?
It's been really fun. I really like reading all the articles. I'm really into like the whole like pop culture thing, what's going on. So I have a lot of fun doing it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What would you say has been the most challenging thing about Hot Topics?
Probably the time crunch. Everything we want to be relevant, so I have to like wait till the last second to like try and get everything together for, yeah.
All right. Well, is there anything you wish you could change about your segment?
If I could change one thing, it'd probably be to have more Beyonce in all the topics.
All right, absolutely. So what do you have for us this week?
This week, we have a lot of weddings going on.
Excellent. Alrighty, guys, so for the last time, let's go over to Hot Topics and find out what's new in the entertainment world. Hello everyone and welcome to Hot Topics. We begin this week with wedding bells. Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez are engaged to be married. During their getaway in the Bahamas, she posted a pic of Alex holding her hand and showing off the big ring. And Chance the Rapper proposed to his longtime girlfriend Kristen Corley during a backyard party in front of several of their family and friends. And our final bride is Leah Michelle from Glee. She is officially married to her boyfriend of almost 2 years, Zandy Rich. Good luck to all our happy couples. Okay, everybody, if you don't like spoilers, it's time to plug your ears. Shameless is about to say goodbye to Fiona Gallagher. Emmy Rossum with her character getting a check for $100,000. This will change her life and finally set her character free. After being on the show since 2011, Emmy announced that this season will be her last. So, what will happen now that the show's main lead is gone? Will you still watch? We now have the trailers for the new movies, The Best of Enemies and Gloria Bell, as well as the new song from Mariah Carey, A No-No. The Best of Enemies, the true story of the unlikely friendship between Ann Atwater and C.P. Ellis. Atwater and Ellis come together to co-chair a community summit on the desegregation of schools in Durham, North Carolina.
Well, then you ought to know.
No, what?
Same God made you, made me.
She's in a bad mood today.
Talking about home.
Gloria Bell, a free-spirited divorcee, spends her nights on the dance floor, joyfully letting loose. She soon finds herself thrust into an unexpected romance filled with the joys of budding love and the complications of dating.
Wasn't an easy situation.
Really?
I searched for your eyes. I didn't exist.
Who is this guy, Mom?
I love you, you understand?
Get away from the car.
And now we have the newly released song from Mariah Carey, A No-No. We're going to a short commercial break. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Every week, we've been going to a different class on campus to show you what it does and what's unique about it. We're finally going to show you what our class does on today's Student Showcase. And now we have the Student Showcase crew. Guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. So, what exactly are your guys' jobs?
Well, I'm the producer, and I make sure that I talk to the teacher and students of the class, walk in, embarrass myself, it's great, and schedule time to shoot and have the interviewee come here for the interview.
I'm the editor. I edit all the video and clips so we can have it ready for the show.
All right. So, what has it been like producing Student Showcase?
It's been fun, but it is hectic. Like Brooklyn said, the time crunch can be a little hard sometimes, but yeah, I've been enjoying it.
So, what has been your guys' favorite moment?
Definitely for me, the sound engineering class. I just loved recording them, playing their instruments. They're really talented down there. So.
All right. Well, we're going to cut to a clip of that now. So what do we have on Student Showcase this week?
This week we combine TV 1 and TV 2 and just to take a look behind scenes, see what we're doing with that.
All right.
So I am the second year teacher, and in the second year, students are just getting time to get better, go more in depth, and just all the foundation skills that they learned from the first year, as well as learning how to be a leader, learning how to be a producer, just learning how to be more mature, and my goal is to get them prepared for the workplace, if that's their path. I think what I want students to take away from this class is about work ethic. I want them to feel like they're involved and connected, but at the end of it, I want them to feel what it's like to work really hard and then see their hard work come to life.
Nothing really encouraged me. I just kind of came in from the sound engineering class in Owasso, and so far I've loved this class so far. She's helped me learn how to properly edit videos, because in sound engineering we didn't really use the correct programs to actually edit. We used Final Cut instead of Avid, and so far I'm liking Avid better just because it's more intricate. I've definitely learned to edit better and pacing, telling a better story than I was before.
I mean, it's fun. We do a lot of projects. We do assignments. Like working with other people is really fun, you know, and like writing your own stuff and making like stories, and finding people and, you know, interviewing how interesting they are. I was already in like news at school and stuff, and I always was like interested in filming. So when I heard about that they were doing this, I just thought it would be a great idea to do it. I think I've grown to work more independently on my own projects and stuff, to do things more by myself.
Well, coming out of a high school where the equipment just isn't very good, I think that the stuff we have to work with in there is really incredible. I mean, you look up and there's grids on the ceilings of every room. There's so many, you know, just lights everywhere. We have so much equipment. Well, I've directed episodes of SB and Take 5, which is the student announcement show at Bixby High School. But unfortunately, we're only able to work for about 1 hour at a time because of class limitations, and here we have about 3, so that really opens it up to let us make new and better content.
I love movies and TV shows especially. Just the idea of, you know, starting from a piece of paper or just a blank page on a computer screen and, you know, making an entire world out of, you know, just out of, you know, creativity in your mind.
The best part of teaching the class, I think, are the young people. You know, it's just crazy, amazing, talented young people. Watching the growth from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, and especially in the second year, watching them mature and grow and get confident in their skills, watching these skills grow, and then, you know, letting them fly and move out into either college, and then staying connected and see where they are and what they're doing yeah, it's very rewarding. Why did I go into education? Honestly, it was by chance. I needed a job. I walked into the last job I had in the industry, got the phone call. They said, pack your bags, we're closing the business, be out by noon. And I was like, okay, what's next? There was an ad in the newspaper to teach TV production at a high school in Orlando, Florida. But I look back and all things happen for a reason. I was in the right place at the right time, and I really think that's what I was meant to do. And 18 years later, I love it, and I can't imagine doing anything else now.
And continuing with our producer interviews, we have JT's crew on After the Bell. Thank you guys for making it. So, what exactly are your jobs on After the Bell?
I'm the producer and host. I go out and find a new student each week, and we find out what they do after the bell.
I film after the bell. I'm behind the camera and just follow JT wherever he says to go.
So what's it been like producing After the Bell?
It's been fun, but stressful at times, but just meeting all the new people that I never met before, it's really fun.
What would you say is the most challenging thing about the whole experience?
Finding students and doing what they have to do after the bell. Some students don't have things to do, and some of them just privacy issues.
Is there anything you wish you could change about your segment?
Finding easier people,
So what would you say is your favorite moment from After the Bell?
I say our favorite moment is when Tristan did the fireball out of her wrist when I was doing cosplay.
Well, we're going to cut to a clip of that right now.
Well, what I do is I add special effects to my videos. I'm not very good at editing special effects.
What is your final After the Bell segment?
It's going to be me, and I'm going to be kicking butt doing some karate. This is another episode of After the Bell. I'm your host, Jacory Taylor, and you've seen what everyone else does after the bell, but today we get to see what I do. So guys, we are here, and I'm going to show you what I do after the bell. So this is where, before we start out here, we come here and we stretch a little bit, so this is what I usually do. I come right here. Here's the water. This is the cubbies where we put our stuff. I got my stuff right here. I come get this Bueno Agua right here. And I'm super, super tired. That's right here. This is where we come and we hit the bags and we train a little bit. Some people are training right now. And this is the ring. Sometimes we get in the ring, but rarely. We only got in the ring like 2 or 3 times. This right here is where we train a little bit. The first thing we do is we have to bow when we get on the mat, and then we bow to the flag and we bow to our master, and we hit the pads with our partner and practice combinations and stuff, and we come back for another day. And this is what I like. I really love it. I've been trying to do it for a long time, and when I'm able to do it, it feels good. This has been really fun, and this is the last episode After the Bell.
Guys, I just cannot believe that this is going to be it. I mean, there have been so many great parts of the show. What's been your favorite, Cass?
I don't think I have a favorite part of the show, but I think the favorite thing I've had was working with my beautiful co-host, Caleb, and you, of course.
Why do you emphasize that?
Because you're the co-dude. What's your favorite part, Caleb?
My favorite part was working with you two. Even though you insult me all the time, you guys are really dope to work with. What about you, Sarah? What was your favorite bit?
Well, we all know that the music is going to definitely be a fan favorite. So now to continue with our interviews, we're going to go to the music producers of the show.
Howdy. Here with us now, we have the producers of everyone's favorite part of the show, the music. Guys,
thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
So what exactly are your jobs on the show?
Well, we're both producers for the music segment. So what we do is we plan, and then we record video and audio, and then we give that to our editor, and he makes the music videos you see every week.
What has it been like producing the show, like the music
Producing this show has been really fun. Our favorite part is connecting with the artists and getting to know them and then recording the music together.
Awesome. What's been the most challenging thing about being a music producer?
I think the most challenging thing in general would be just trying to find the talent that can actually work with us and not have a schedule that doesn't like wrap around what we need. And I think other than that, everything's gone pretty all right.
Is there anything you wish you could change about your guys' segment?
A bigger crew could help a lot because they could, you know, give their opinions on how they would want the show to look. Because really, it's just us two.
So what has been your guys' favorite moment?
My favorite moment is the show that Matt did, and I think we're going to show that clip now.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to it.
Let's do it.
My baby went and left me on my own. I try to reach her, but she won't pick up the phone. No, no, no. She won't pick up the phone. I try to reach my baby, but she wants to be loved.
Well, Matt, Jackson, thank you so much for being here. Music has been one of my favorite segments on the show, so you guys being able to do that is super dope.
Thank you.
So what's the music we're going to be exiting out with?
We're going to have a final goodbye with a lip sync mashup of TV1 and TV2 to a Green Day song.
Aw. All right, everybody. So for one last time,
Bye, y'all.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Hello, my name is Jaden Riddle, and I'm the executive producer of 91st Street Live. Over the past 8 weeks, our crew has worked tirelessly to provide you with a new and exciting show each week. Many students have put in countless hours outside of class and have gone above and beyond what was ever expected of them. It's this dedication to the show and to our craft that makes it such a pleasure to be a part of this fabulous production. Leading this talented team of individuals has been the opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm grateful for everyone's commitment along the way. I know that this show and this class means a lot to everybody involved. So, to end off our season, we have put together a special video to look back on all we've accomplished this year. It's been a fun ride. So for the last time, my name's Jaden Riddle, and thank you for watching 91st Street Live.
You say that There's so much you don't know. You need to go and find yourself. You say you'd rather be alone, 'cause you think you won't find it tied to someone else. Who said it's true that the growing only happens on your own? They don't know me and you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 91st Street Live. I'm your host, Caleb.
And I'm Cass, and on this week's episode, we'll be looking into digital media as well as taking some swings with James Eldridge on After the Bell. We'll be taking a look at health science program as well as a fashion lesson from fashion expert Ariana Gayton.
We're gonna kick it with local soccer star Nate Gray and learn about the class that brings drawings to life.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Hot Topics. So this week in Hot Topics, we have the Oscars, Coachella, Ariana Grande.
Now we're taking you behind the scenes of music by producer Matt Cox. We now have a video celebrating beauty in all its different forms.
On his person, we found a video diary of his final days and final words to his family. Thank you so much for being here today.
I appreciate it.
People like cosplaying as anime characters.
JT got connected with Tristan Fitz this week to check out some cosplay.
We have local soccer enthusiast Nate Gray working his way towards his dream.
Let's take a look at what campus fashion guru Ariana Gayton has going on. We have Zach Klink serenading you guys with Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra. Now we have a performance from the Owasso Saxophone Quartet.
They don't know me and
I don't want these last 2 months to go by really fast. I really will miss this class.
Some of the friendships that I've made.
Especially with all the new friends I've gotten here.
This is changing career paths for me, and you guys have all just made that really, really easy. You've made me very excited about what the future holds, like if I'm going to be in a career with people like you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And I feel like I got a lot from this class.
A couple of people from this class have impacted me just because they're so dedicated at what they do that it inspires me to be dedicated at whatever I'm passionate about.
This class has done a lot to teach me about working with others. I've made a lot of really good lifelong friends.
I learned so much here. Kind of grew up a little bit here, matured a little bit from last year. It's just tough to leave this class.
we're gonna see that it was better that we grew up together.
I don't know.
I'm not good at answering these kind of questions.
It really helped me to be a better person, and I don't know, I'll miss all of this.
Because there are a lot of elements and there are a lot of people, and it's not just one person that does everything, you know. There might be a person that oversees everything or is in kind of control, but at the end of the day, it takes a lot of talent to make something good and a lot of good collaboration.
Overall, the last 2 years of this class,
It's kind of like a family.
It's been great, guys.
To all the friends, I love you. I'm going to miss you.
That's my bye. I think it's kind of weird to say just goodbye.
Thanks for watching.